Arx Fatalis is the kind of old-school jank that I adore. This game oozes ambition. From the magic system to the quest design to the absolutely questionable but somehow also really good puzzles, Arcane Studios definitely dared to create something unique here. Some of it works really well, some of it doesn't work at all, but the creative vision is very strong. The dark, oppressive and overall just dense atmosphere of Arx Fatalis is unmatched, even to this day. There's a pervasive gloom enveloping the world, and it's exactly my kind of jam. I just have a thing for damp, dark caves and ruins of a forgotten civilization. I always felt motivated to keep exploring. The world building and the lore were another strong point for me, as they managed to draw me in even more. There are lots of references to Tolkien, Dune and Lovecraft, but also a fair share of original ideas. Unfortunately, the main story is rather generic and doesn't offer anything novel that you haven't already seen time and again in other works. In that regard, Arx Fatalis becomes a bit too referential for me, and I wish the writers would have shown more originality and boldness here. If they had, this game could have been one of my all-time favorites for sure. As it stands though, the story remains rather traditional, and on top of it, presents us with a stereotypical hero with supernatural abilities as the main character, which I just found a bit lame. The inventory system is an absolute horror, and I can't emphasize enough how stressful and annoying every interaction with it is. The movement system held its own set of frustrating moments, for instance when the player gets stuck in those extremely narrow hallways because some guard is on patrol blocking the way. In moments like this, the only way to progress is to reload so you can move again. Also, you can easily miss important information by accident if you carelessly wander through the world without paying enough attention to your surroundings. You have to go out of your way to explore, but that's also what makes the whole thing so appealing. Lastly, some of the dialogue is a bit too silly for me, but that's a matter of taste, as always. In general, Arx Fatalis is a true classic that has unfortunately been somewhat forgotten in the current of time. I do understand people being frustrated with this game due to the obtuseness in some of its game design. Nonetheless, if you are looking for an old-school RPG with a strong emphasis on narrative, world building and player freedom, you should definitely check this game out.